Hello, kia ora. Time for your Bachelorette New Zealand recap. I'm Mama C. Well, I know at this time of recording, we're like on a level 2. So just remember, guys, do your cleanliness protocol. Wash your hands. And please stop hoarding food and toilet paper. Just shop as normal. That's the grocery store say. They have plenty of product. Just, shop as you normally would. So with that being said, oh yes, in keeping with the no surprises theme of our first season of The Bachelorette, we've gotten heaps of leaks as to the end results of the show. Now, if you don't want to hear these spoilers that are coming up, just fast forward or mute till you see the spoiler go off the screen, okay? So, spoilers are going to be starting and now. Okay, so I try not to even look at this stuff because I want things to be spoiled for that very reason, but sometimes stuff just gets thrown in your face. And I've been bombarded with heaps of stuff, and I'm guessing all this is out already because it seems to be common knowledge. So if you're keen to hear it, here it is. On Instagram, Lily and Richie both recently posted pics of themselves. I mean, although not together, but they were both like in a sunflower field. Ironic, maybe. And Lily has liked all her comments, like on Instagram and that, except for one that said like Team Quinn. So I know, right? Kind of a bummer, but what are you gonna do? So it's looking like she has chosen Richie. Okay, as far as Lucina, she has mentioned losing her spark, so maybe that is why things have stalled so much for her on the show. And yeah, it's been mentioned that she has since caught up with Kurt, who was earlier eliminated from the show. But punters are saying that she picks nobody. So either way, I hope she's doing all right, whatever the case is, whatever she's been up to. But now, having shared that, let's get to the recap of the show. So, spoilers over now. Alright, so it is episode 27. Now, previously, Mike McDreamy, he left on his own accord. Lucina, still hard to read. It's so confusing, right? Lily wanted to have it out with Richie before the next rose ceremony after hearing that he was speaking about the ladies being genuine when the cameras were being repositioned and that whole business. Yeah. We rejoin them pre-cocktail party. Lily still has Terrance, Jesse, Richie, and Quinn. Lucina has Aaron and Logan. Lucina says she is prepared not to take anyone home for visits if it doesn't feel right. And at this point, I reckon these boys just need to start their own dual bachelor show program. I don't know. So the boys are speculating when Lucina comes out to join them. Quinn says it will be sad to see people go as, they're all pretty tight. Lily sweeps in and asks Logan for a chat. So she cuts to the chase about the whole genuineness thing. Logan says none of her lads have said that, and so he's hoping that's not the case because he would hate to see her be hurt. Next up, Terrance has a chat with Lily. He says he is basically chilling. Lily says he shouldn't rest on that. She says it should be a team effort and they should be working together. She says, I know that some of the guys are questioning Lucina's genuineness, and she wonders if any of hers are questioning her genuineness. He mentions Lucina's name was thrown out, but not her. She still seems hesitant, though. Terrance says Lily is the only girl he has opened up to, and he asks her if she is keen to meet his family. The way Terrance looks at her is so beautiful. It was just like he is just looking at her. It was just so sweet. The way he was just looking at her. They have a little pash, and, she wipes her lipstick off of him so he doesn't get dirty looks from the others. Meanwhile, Art is shirtless while they're recording the cocktail party because apparently it's like 40 degrees. Yeah. Celsius, by the way, for American viewers. Logan is going to sing a song to Lucina with his guitar. The other lads are trying not to crack up. Aaron says it's kind of bullshit, He doesn't want to play it in front of him, but, it's just one of those weird things, right? Lily's lads sing the chorus. Everyone sort of has a bit of a laugh over it. Art seems to be losing his mind a bit in the heat. Aaron says between the two of them, for Lucina, one of them will be over the moon, and one of them will be, heartbroken. Jesse and Lucina have a chat. She wants to dig a bit deeper to find out more about the whole genuine issue. Jesse finally says Richie's name. It's very cryptic. Lucina worries it will hurt Lily and wonders if it is worth the trouble to even tell her. Yeah. Jesse tries to tell us that telling her is just because he wants the best for Lily. That's what he says. Lucina meets with Aaron and he asks how she is doing. She says good. She brings up family, then brings up Logan stepping up his effort. And he says, if you want me to write you a song, that just isn't me, that's not who I am. He says he doesn't take anything for granted, and, then she basically makes him almost beg to keep seeing her. It was just really weird. I don't know what it is that she wants from him. I don't get it. I don't know. He says, I'm guessing you may not feel it is good, because the way she's acting, it's just so strange. She gives no answers or any kind of indication of how she's actually feeling. Yeah. It's like she's forgotten that these are human beings, that she's, they're not her little playthings to toy with. But yeah, it's just so weird. She says he may think that he is good in the top 2, but there may not be any top guys. I mean, it's just okay. Aaron is feeling a bit angry, and reasonably so, as he is bent over backwards and he can't believe that she is even questioning him at this point. He has constantly been, reassuring her and telling her how he feels, etc., etc. So, he's gutted. It's why now? Why? What? Because he didn't write a bloody song? It's ridiculous. But he's not that guy. He is, but he said he is the guy who does give a shit. That's what he said. Who can blame him at this point? It's got to be so frustrating. The girls chat with Art. Lucina then bashes Aaron, saying he isn't giving enough. Again. What? Lily says does Terrance just need someone to help him with his issues? And I guess she can't really be that person. Lucina spills the beans about chatting with Jesse. Lily isn't sure what she should do. We see the painful last chat with Lucina and McDreamy again, and you can literally see the light has gone from her eyes. Yeah. She is just not into this at all anymore at that point. You can just totally see it. Come back from ad break, and then it's rose ceremony time. Lily comes out and says, Richie, can you and I chat? They go off. She asks him if he's questioning her. He tells her exactly what was said, which wasn't about Lily. It was Lucina they were discussing, and everything he said was spot on regarding Lucina. So he says it's truth. He says he just wants her to be happy whether he ends up with her or not, right? He says he does owe Aaron and Logan an apology for what he said to them, but it was not Lily related, as I said, but he seems to think this is now horrible, and he says he effed up big time, but I don't really see how it was all that horrible. I don't get it. I am missing something, obviously. So then we flash to Jesse. He's gossiping about Richie to the lads while Richie and Lily are off having their chat. Richie returns and seems upset as he greets the lads. Aaron is hurting that Lucina is doubting him. Terrance doesn't want to go home without Lily. Art comes back and points out that none of the lads have a rose. Quinn says nobody knows what is going to happen. Jesse still thinks that Richie will be leaving. Art says they are all going home, but not all will introduce them to their families. Rose time. Lily and Quinn is first up to get a rose from Lily. He is visibly relieved, and he can't wait to take her to Hawke's Bay to meet his family. Lucina then selects Logan, which because Aaron didn't jump through hoops. He's not trying hard enough or whatever, I guess. So dumb. Aaron is visibly disappointed. He's like, that one shitty song is all it takes for Lucina to doubt his feelings. Oh, God, that was hilarious. Sorry, but it was. It was hysterical because I totally understand where he's coming from. Lily is then up. She picks Jesse. They show us a bunch of clips of Lucina threatening not to take Aaron then for a home visit. That's how she talks, it's just weird. But then, of course, it's Lucina's turn, and she does step up. Well, who else is she going to give the rose to? I guess she could have said, I'm not giving this to anybody. But instead, she then says, Aaron. He says he pretends that he's okay because, he at least knows he's going to have the opportunity to speak to her about her doubts. Because, he's crushed that she would think that, right? Lily is then up again. She calls Richie for her final rose. Yeah. So Terrance said, he kind of had a gut feeling bless his heart, he pasted that smile on his face. I mean, he pasted that there and he held it together better than the girls did. But yeah, Terrance was an awesome bloke, and you know, good luck to him in the future. You know, you're a great guy, Terrance, and it was nice to have you on the season. So the girls now, they're excited. They get to meet the blokes that got roses, their families. Well, the next morning, the last pack to come back to NZ. We see the girls on the plane as they head back to Auckland. Then we see Jesse. He's on his way to meet Lily. They meet at a beach with a hug and a quick kiss. They hang out for a bit at the beach, discuss meeting his family. Lily says, "You don't know what we are doing today. What are you afraid of?" And the answer is heights that he's afraid of. Well, they're going to go paragliding. He was a bit nervous, but you know, he does it, and she's glad that he is down for adventure. He was pleased to see his home turf from the air, because that was pretty cool. I imagine that would be pretty awesome to see your own, like, where you live, like, from the air, like a bird's eye view. That would have been pretty cool. And, you know, he kind of feels like he did a bit of conquering of that fear, so that was good on him. Well, it's time to go off to meet his family. Lily is introduced to Jesse's family. They got matching tattoos of a rose in a bottle, so they show that to the family. He then shows Lily's name, which was tattooed on his foot. His family says they have never seen him like this. One of them say that, you know, have you seen him play golf yet? He's a maniac. His mom says that she told him no more tattoos, and now he's come back with 2 more. He and his brother chat, and he doesn't want to see him hurt, you know, because that's his little brother. He doesn't want to see him be hurt. Jesse's mom says Jesse has really fallen for her. You know, he could be heartbroken. The family all think that Lily seems quite genuine. Lily says to his mom, you know, she isn't 100% sure yet. She wants to make sure she's open to all 3 of the guys' families and all the good stuff, and try to get to know as much as she can before she chooses one. So Jesse's mom, she goes off for a quick minute. She comes back and asks Lily if she would accept a rose on behalf of the family, which I thought was so cute. That was so cute. Jesse's mom was adorable. All right, then Lucina is up next, of course, and she is going to meet up with Logan. He says he got a haircut, he got new clothes. You know, Lucina seems pleased. He's rapt to have total freedom again, as you can imagine. He's not being incarcerated. He preps her to meet his family. It's been 6 years since he has introduced a girl to them, so she is feeling the pressure. So next time we're going to have more home visits, some fun dates and all that good stuff. So make sure you join us again tomorrow for the Bachelorette New Zealand recap. I'm Mama C. Have a great day wherever you are.